All right, everyone, we're live. We are live. How's everyone doing tonight? We're going to be discussing Ozark Season 3. Hope a lot of you got a chance to catch up on it. And if you didn't, this is a spoiler. Get out the room. But I'm going to share this video as you should. We got to do that first, like we do every live. But we're going to get into it. We're going to do Ozark Season 3. Beautiful music, man. Like we have every night. Hit that like button if you're in the room. Share the video. It's time to talk about Ozark. Let me just share this video first. Okay. All right. All right, folks. So, welcome to the live. We're going to be talking about Ozark Season 3, starring no one other than Jason Bateman. One of my, I don't want to say favorite actors, but he's up there. He's getting up there, maybe. Could say that. But, those of you that don't know Jason Bateman, go check out the movie The Gift. I guess that's when I first started to get used to him. I've seen his face around, but The Gift is really the first movie that I took notice of him. Jason Bateman's the lead actor in Ozark. Ozark's an incredible show on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, jump on Netflix right now and watch. They have 3 seasons. You can't go wrong. If you're bored, which you probably are by now, we've been in prison for about 3 weeks. Jump on and watch this show. Ozark's incredible. If you like Breaking Bad, I was gonna say Narcos. If you like Narcos, if you like Breaking Bad, this show is the show for you. I love both of those shows, and I fell right in love with this show. You'll fall right at home. You'll feel right at home. So basically, it's a drama series starring Jason Bateman. Like I said, his name is Marty Bird. That's the name of his character in the show. Weird name. I don't know who chose that name. Really weird name, Marty Bird. But it's fitting for the show. Innocent name. Sounds like the name of a geek or some type of nerd. But it definitely fits his character. So, Marty Bird is Jason Bateman's name. He's a financial planner. I thought he was an accountant. That's what I thought. I thought he was an accountant at first, but I guess he's just a financial planner who relocates his family from Chicago to a summer resort community in the Ozarks with his wife, Wendy, and their 2 kids. Now, season 1 opens up in a really, really dramatic way. I mean, they're blowing heads off and everything. So basically, Marty, I guess some cartel comes into his job. was doing business with one of Marty's partners. Because remember, season 1's 2 seasons ago. This is season 3. So I'm just trying to freshen you guys up, let you know what it's about. So season 1, one of Marty's co-workers is doing some dirty business with a drug cartel. The cartel comes to the job, kills Marty's partner, kills everyone at the job, and leaves Marty alive. And tells Marty, you're our new guy. Everyone else died, but now you're our new guy. You're the guy we're going to start doing business with, and we want you to launder our money. So Marty's on the move after a money laundering scheme goes wrong. So 2 seasons later, basically, Marty gets into it. He has to launder money, opens up a casino. I mean, it's a whole bunch of politics involved, politicians involved. It's a whole just huge scheme. It gets really sloppy on Marty's end, but it's so entertaining. You have to check out this show. Killing each other, the wife, they talk about the affair. Marty's wife has an affair. It really goes left, but it's an incredible show nonetheless. Watch Ozark season 3. It is incredible. Incredible. Now, the laundering goes bad, and now Marty's in debt to the Mexican drug lord. Now this season, we finally get introduced to the drug lord. Hit that like button if you're just coming in the room. Hit the like button, share this video. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. So Marty, we finally get introduced to the drug lord. I forgot his name. Omar Navarro. That's his name. Omar Navarro. Crazy guy. Lunatic. Absolute lunatic. Similar to Narcos. Similar to the Pablo Escobar character. If you like Pablo Escobar in the show Narcos, this guy's similar to him. Pablo was a lot worse and ruthless. I think he would have killed Marty. Season 3 of this season, Marty gets trapped in Mexico. They kidnap him and take him to Mexico and leave him in a dungeon. Surprised. To my surprise, I like Marty Bird. I'm going to admit, I really, really like Marty Bird. Cool guy, man. Cool guy, very smart. I didn't like his wife too much. I don't like Wendy. Kind of annoying. And I don't like their kids. They're annoying also. And you'll see what I'm talking about when you watch the show. Now, cinematography wise, this show is incredible. I mean, there's really nothing wrong camera wise. They got that department down pat. When you're usually on multi-million-dollar sets, usually the camera work is flawless. So in the camera department, they got it. Now, I do have to talk about the color. At first, I wasn't a fan of it. Then later on, you start to become a fan naturally. Naturally, you start to become a fan, and I love the color. If you could see the picture that I put up, bluish green, that's the theme of the show. I just love it, and it reminds me of money. I love what they did. This show is a lot of genius behind this show, man. The color, it's a very dark, gloomy color, this bluish green, and the funny thing is, if I had a show like this, I would never tell my color grader to color grade my film in a bluish green tint. Never. But when you see someone else do it and you see it done and executed right, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. The show is flawless. I'm giving the show. Now, IMDb gave it 8.3 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave this show an 80%. I'm giving this show, season 2 was okay. I didn't really like season 2. Season 1 was amazing. But I'm going to go ahead and give season 3 a 9 out of 10. The reason why I say 9 out of 10 is because there were some dry areas. There were some dry areas in season 3. It depends on what you're into. I'm not into the whole romance thing. And I guess you could say emotional scenes. I didn't like that. I wanted to get straight to the business. The shooting, the drug selling, the running away, and you know what I mean? And sometimes they kind of take you out of that element, but it's needed. It's needed. We know that. It's much needed. You need all aspects of that in film. So I do appreciate it. Incredible writing. The dialogue is a weakness for this show, though. I'll let you know that. The things that the characters say just sound too Full House Danny Tanner-ish for me. Too Full House Danny Tannerish. Seventh Heaven, Seinfeld, that kind of dialogue. A little bit at times. Most of the time, the writers are spot on. It's incredible. Now, we know there's going to be a season 4. I thought they were going to kind of end it off with season 3. They didn't, which I'm happy about. Now, I do want to talk about Janet McTeer. That is the lady that plays Helen. Helen's the lawyer. That lady can act very, very well. I'd love to work with her. I would love to work. She can act. At the end of this season, the very last episode, some of you want to watch it, you can skip right ahead to it. It's fine. They kill her. Very sad. That's her right there. I just want to show you guys. That's Helen right here on the left-hand side. That's Helen. Man, she was a good actress. But at the end of the season, they blow her brains out. So if you go to season 3, episode 10, you'll see at the very end, they blow her brains out. And it's a shock to everyone. Everyone thought Marty and the wife were going to die. Wendy, let me explain why. So basically, there's an FBI agent in the casino that Marty owns that I told you guys about. And the FBI agent's been watching Marty Bird and his family because she's suspicious of him money laundering, and she knows he is. The FBI agent knows. So the FBI agent cuts Marty a deal, says, listen, if you come clean and tell us that you're money laundering for the Navarro cartel, which is a very dangerous drug cartel, we'll take you to jail for 18 months only. We'll sign a contract. You'll go to jail for 18 months, but at the end of that, we want you to come work for us, right, when you're done serving your sentence. So this FBI agent tells Marty that we want you to come work for us at the end. Marty's contemplating taking a deal. Eventually, he agrees. Right after he agrees, Marty gets kidnapped. When he comes back from Mexico after suffering and being tortured, kind of changed his mind. Something happened to Marty. He kind of changed when he went to Mexico. So now, Helen, Marty, and Wendy get called back to Mexico. All three of them. There's a lot of turmoil going on. Helen and the family are arguing. They eventually go back to Mexico. They take the flight. And everyone thinks Marty and his family are going to die. Marty and his wife. Because the FBI agent's on the phone right before he gets on the plane to go to Mexico and says, wait a second. Did you decide to flip on the Navarro cartel? Because my supervisor told me that you decided to flip. Marty says, I never said that. I'm not going to flip on the Navarro cartel and testify against them. The reason why her supervisor told her that is because Helen somehow, I guess, finagled her way out of the FBI, the detective's office, and worked something out. She worked something out. So now, the FBI agent that's telling Marty this on the phone is under the impression that when he arrives in Mexico, the Navarro cartel knows that Marty's gonna flip. And if he gets there, they're gonna kill him. So she says, Marty, if you're going to Mexico right now, getting on that plane, do not get on that plane to Mexico. You will not come back. So now everyone's heart's beating, everyone's watching, and as soon as they arrive in Mexico, what does the writer do? He doesn't let Marty and Wendy die. He lets Helen die, the one that people least expected to die. Now, I had a feeling somebody else was going to die, and I had a feeling it was Helen. Helen did die. Now, hit that like button if you're just coming in the room, guys. Hit that like button if you're just coming in the room. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're doing Ozark Season 3. I just want to tell the people that just come into the room, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Content every Wednesday and Sunday. Today's a special episode. We're talking about Ozark. So like I was saying, it was a shocker. Richard Hall, why did you think that Helen would die? Be honest. Why Why did you? What gave you that feeling that Helen would die? And Richard, is that? Oh, it's RJ. Oh, that's my boy RJ. RJ in the building. All right. Now like I said, I thought Helen would die also, and she did. So, but you gotta be kind of wise and smart to figure out if Helen was gonna die. Can't have your two nominated actors getting killed off. Also, Helen was acting too shady. But you gotta take your hat off to Helen. Helen was brilliant. Guys, when I tell you, you know how many new vocabulary words I learned from Helen? Helen was smart as hell. I thought about being a lawyer for a second. I mean, she's smart. The lady was smart. And Wendy's fairly smart too. And you kind of saw this. There was a dichotomy between the two. You know, one was extremely mean, one was extremely nice. But Wendy was kind of turning into Helen at one point on the show. She was calculated wins, but she was too ambitious for the no cut. Yeah, but you know, she was ambitious, but why did they kill her? That's the thing that's in my head. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm talking to my fiance, and I'm like, why did they kill her? Why did they kill Wendy, man? Does anyone have the answer to that? I mean, not Wendy. Why did they kill Helen? Why did they kill Helen, man? There's no legitimate reason. She wasn't. Yeah, but how? She was a lawyer. That's the only lawyer they had. Helen was the only lawyer they had. And she was incredible. Guys, let's be honest. Helen Pierce was incredible. Now, I did think the son, there was a scene, just so those of you who didn't watch it, where the son came into the house with the shotgun. I thought he was going to do it. Why can't you buy another Wendy? What's the difference between Wendy and Helen? You could get another Helen. You can get another Marty Bird. Ben's not alive. No, buddy. Ben is gone, my friend. Did you see the episode? They turned him to ashes. Ben is gone. How is Ben alive? Why would that hitman let him go? Why would that hitman let him go? That hitman killed him. Ben is gone. I don't get it. What would be the excuse? Why would they let him live? By the way, a little secret. We're trying to get Ben for my new movie, but we're going to keep that on the low till the contract's signed. But that's another story for another day. Fingers crossed on that. Now, think about it. I am thinking about it. I don't know, man. I don't see Ben being alive. I don't know what would be the... I just don't see it. Why would he be alive? Every death in Ozark has been visually shown, but Ben's... Yeah, that's the same thing they said about Power when Angela died. You saw her get shot, but they said Angela Valdez, you never actually see her die. Unfortunately, she did. And Frank was growing conscious. So I type Frank. Why do I forget who Frank is? Who's Frank? You see Valdez get shot, but they said you never see her die, though. Come on now. Another thing, when Tommy got shot in the balls, and when I say Tommy, I'm referring to the guy from Power. Tommy, I don't know his... Oh, Joseph Sikora. I don't know his name. Frank Jr. That's his name. Frank Jr., when he got shot in the balls, shouldn't he have died from that? With a shotgun? To get shot in your testicles with a shotgun? Yeah, but I can bet everything on it, RJ. Let's see what happened. I don't know, man. RJ's saying he's alive, but I don't know. I don't think that hitman kills. If he killed that sweet old lady, rest assured. We got a year. I know. Shoot, man. That's the bad part. I remember I was waiting for season 3 so long. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, it's coming out. But let's see what happens. RJ thinks that Ben's alive. I don't know the likelihood of that. I don't think he is. If he is, that's awesome. But I don't know. Now, I am going to give my prediction for the entire show. I am going to give my prediction on what I think is going to occur for the whole Ozark thing. I think it's going to end season 4 or 5. I don't see them going past 4, but if they do, it could be, like I said. So I'm going to give or take season 4 or 5. This thing will end. I do think one of the characters have to die. That's just how writing goes in movies. I hate when they always give happy endings in stories or series or movies. I hate it because life is not like that. Life is not. I mean, you could lose your mom tomorrow. You could lose your godmother tomorrow. People die. That's life, man. Especially when you're dealing with drugs. Okay. When you're dealing with a cartel is very dangerous. Those of you who don't know what cartel is, an extremely dangerous drug organization. Now RJ says, remember the encounter after the old lady? Go back and watch the scene with him and Helen when sinking the car. She died. Yeah, the old lady died. Threw her in the car and then she was gone. Beautiful car too. Ooh, the McLaren in yellow was gorgeous. But that's the lady's fault. When someone cuts you a check, you don't just go buy expensive cars, man. Come on. You don't go do that. That was so dumb. And that car was probably, it was 100. He gave her 100 grand and she went and bought a car with it. That was so stupid. And because she wanted to be loud and what's the term? Conspicuous. She died. But his reaction to what Helen said is what I'm referring to. Whose reaction? You mean the guy? Are you talking about when he said, "Do you ever get tired of this?" And he said, "No." Is that what you're talking about, RJ? RJ might be talking about that, guys. Hit that like button if you're in the room. Hit that like button. No, he doesn't get tired of it. Remember when he spoke to the therapist? He said, does anything bother you? He said, listen, I did love my dog. That was it. That's all he said. The guy's a natural born killer, and I really don't think he spared Ben. Ben's out of there. That's my opinion. I really think Ben's out of there, but we'll see, RJ. We will see what happens. I really don't think so, though. But you can clearly see he is bothered now. That's true. Okay, RJ got a point on that one. Yes, you do clearly see that he's bothered. I'll agree with that. Yeah, you can see he is getting tired of it. Not if they were planning to kill Helen the whole time. Damn, that's true. Wow, this kid's pretty smart. Damn. RJ pretty smart. Very smart. You wouldn't say yes, he's getting tired if they're planning to kill Helen the whole time. Who knows? Now, my question for you, RJ, is who do you think is going to die in this show? In my opinion, I think it's going to be Marty Byrde. They always let the guy die, the woman. You don't want to kill her because of this reason. It's, precious woman and things like that. But honestly, I think they should kill Wendy, man. Yeah, that's stupid. They're gonna kill Marty. I know they're gonna kill Marty. Guarantee you it's gonna be Marty. They do it all the time. Same thing they did in Breaking Bad. They killed Walter White instead of his wife. Like, come on, you gotta be cool, man. When you do movies, do something cool. Do something cool. Kill the people that people least expect. Kill Wendy, please. Listen, Ozark writers, if you're listening, or if this episode comes across your desk, kill Wendy Byrde, please. Wendy Byrde does not deserve to live. Wendy only dies if it is as a sacrifice type scenario. Yeah, that's stupid. Why though? Why does it have to be like that? And Marty's not gonna let that happen though. Marty's not gonna let that happen. I hate Wendy, man. There's something about her I just don't like. I don't like her, man. She thinks she knows everything. She tries to control Marty, and she cheated on Marty too. That's another reason why I don't like Wendy. She cheated on the guy. That was horrible, man. That was horrible. But Ozark is incredible, and I hope to direct an episode. I'm going to try to fight my butt off to direct something in season 4, but most likely they have the directors picked already by now. I mean, the show is huge, but let's see. Never quit. Never quit your dreams. That's one of my dreams on the bucket list. Direct the episode of Ozark, but in order to do that, you need to get some type of recognition or huge award, so you get recognized, and then blah, 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 blah. So let's see. I got another movie coming out. If I can get enough recognition in time, I'd love to direct an episode of Ozark. I'm going to fight for that. Or something with Bateman. My dream is to work with Bateman. I really, really like Jason Bateman. He can act, man. And the other guy, but we'll talk about that later also. Now, one of the kids will die. RJ is smart. RJ must watch a lot of movies. Not even a lot of movies. He must be a writer. I think he did tell me he is a writer, because that is exactly what, in my opinion, may happen. I think one of the kids in Ozark Season 3 will die. Now, which kid is that? I'm going to go ahead and say I'm gonna say the boy. They never kill the ladies or the girls. You notice that? Most of these shows, these drug shows, or just shows in general, when somebody dies from a family or the main character's family, they never kill the women. Name one show, if you can name one show that killed the women. Any girls that die in that has to be a main character though. Don't say Angela Valdez, because everybody's getting shot in Power. We're talking about a show that has a main family, a family. The women never die. Wait, what do you mean by Bateman show? What are you talking about? Wait, what is he talking about? He does go dark though. I'll admit that. He does go dark. Oh, yeah. Bateman is heavily involved. Yeah, Bateman is heavily involved. He's heavily involved. I agree with that. But I mean, let's see what happens, man. Season 3, March 3, original release, March 3. I mean, let's see what happens. I really hope they get renewed for a 4th season, which I think they will, because this season everyone watched it. Everyone's involved. I remember watching it when it first came. I was so excited. But Bateman is heavily involved. Have you seen The Gift, RJ? Have you seen The Gift? There's a movie called The Gift. If you guys have not seen it, it's on Netflix now. Please watch it. You will not regret. You will not regret. Now, last night's show, I suggested everyone watch Ozark. So I hope you watch it. And the show before that, I suggest everyone watch The Platform. It's on Netflix. RJ, if you haven't seen The Platform, believe me, once again, my friend, you won't be disappointed. Go check out The Platform. It's on Netflix. And I dare you. I told you guys, we're going to select the winner, but you have to take a picture and send it to my Instagram. Eat one full meal while watching The Platform. And I'm doing a giveaway. Man. I'm doing a nice giveaway. But just eat one full meal and watch The Platform. I'm telling you, you won't be able to do it. You will not be able to do it. And it has to be Chinese food. Eat Chinese food because all the vegetables mixed in there. Or eat something with like noodles and rice or something. Oh, and like a lot of meat, and watch The Platform. And you'll see why I'm challenging you guys to do that. But that movie's incredible, and I really do think it's Oscar worthy and Oscar deserving. The Platform's incredible. Although the ending was a little strange and I didn't understand that. A lot of people didn't understand it though. But it's incredible. Go watch The Platform if you haven't seen it. Ozark Season 3, I'm giving it a straight 9 out of 10. RJ, what do you rate Ozark Season 3? I want to know from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. What do you rate Ozark Season 3? The season's incredible. And when Helen died, I was so happy. But at the same time, a little disappointed because I loved her character. I liked how fierce Helen was. Helen had no 8 out of 10. Dang, a lot of people giving Ozark Season 3 an 8. I don't know why. Ozark Season 3 to me is a perfect 9. But RJ, hey man, can't argue with you. You feel how you feel. But, you know, I think it was a good 9. Like I said, it was just some certain scenes were weak with the dialogue. Now, before I go, let's talk about Wyatt. What the heck? Only because they set the bar very high. That is true. But season 2 was kind of on the lows. I didn't like season 2. Now season 3 is heading towards a Breaking Bad. Do you think this show can outdo Breaking Bad? Who here has seen Breaking Bad? If you haven't, you are under a rock. People suggested that show to me. I didn't listen to them. My brother told me it's incredible. Started watching it while he was watching it. The show is guys, I'm telling you, I'm giving you something to do right now while we're all in prison. Go watch Breaking Bad. Just trust me on this. You will thank me if you haven't seen Breaking Bad with Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul. And that's another person that on my dream list to work with is Bryan Cranston. I hope to direct him one day. Season 1 was crazy. At the end of season 2 made up for the horrible first half. Yeah, that's true. The first half, season 2 was bad. Like, I hated it. I really hated it. But now season 3, I see Ozark. I don't want to say becoming, because I don't think there's any show on this earth that can top Breaking Bad yet, apart from there is a show. Wait a second. I was talking about it before. Narcos is pretty close. There is another show in mind. I don't remember what it is though. But Narcos is pretty close. Like, Narcos is really good. But Breaking Bad's incredible. Now, can Ozark match or go beyond Breaking Bad? Can it be? Is it something you can consider better than Breaking Bad, Ozark Season 3, and just Ozark as a whole? It's gonna be hard to top because the only strong actor they really have in there, Wendy's good. The kids can't really. I don't like the kid, the boy. I forgot his name. I don't like him. I don't think he can act. I don't like him. The girl I don't like either as a character. She can act, but I don't like her as a character. Marty I like. Wendy at certain times I like, but overall don't. Helen I loved. I loved Helen Pierce, man. She was fierce. No games. Another reason I certain things I didn't like about the show. The reason why I gave it a 9 out of 10. I'm gonna take that 0.5 back. I'm gonna give it 8.5 out of 10. Too much crying in Ozark. Way too much crying. I mean, just 1 minute. Sopranos, Entourage is my favorite. Best shows of all time. Entourage I never watch, and Sopranos I never really watch. I never was a fan of Italian mob shows, more so Italian mob series for some reason. Sopranos, I think I saw 1 or 2 episodes, just wasn't a fan. And I'm not saying it sucks, guys. Sopranos, I heard, is a legendary show, but I'm more of a fan of Casino. If anybody here has heard of Casino, anybody here heard of Goodfellas, those are the movies I love. Man, I love those movies. Those are really, really good. It's an acquired taste. Okay, yeah. You see, yeah, there you go. It's an acquired taste. But there's just certain movies that majority of people can agree are good. Matrix. Some people may not like Matrix, but I love Matrix, especially Reloaded and things like that. But Casino is amazing. Casino is my favorite mob movie of all time. Casino's incredible. Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, you put those two together, you can't go wrong. But then again, people can say The Irishman that just recently was released was kind of bad. The Irishman with Martin Scorsese directing it was not the best movie. Everybody was excited and hyped and said, yo, The Irishman is coming out. The Irishman's coming out. Now, I love Scorsese. I love what he does. But that movie, compared to all his other movies, I don't think was good, in my opinion. Now, Casino, I loved it. Pesci is the most underrated mob actor of all time. Yeah, you know, they don't give Joe Pesci a lot of credit. I don't know why. I always said that to myself. They don't give Joe Pesci a lot of credit. He should have won the Oscar. They gave it to... Now, you know, I'm not going to say that because I've never seen Parasite before. But I do believe as a whole, The Irishman should not have got anything as best picture for the Oscars. Irishman was not good. It was about 5 hours long. It was longer than standing on line at the DMV. The Irishman was just way too long of a movie. I wasn't a fan of it. But Joe Pesci definitely deserves something. He can act, man. I mean, Casino, Goodfellas was... Whew. I mean, dude. Goodfellas was incredible. Those are the movies I love, man. They're authentic. But then again, Michael Franzese, which is a real Italian mob boss, at one time for the Gambino family, says those movies are not all the way authentic, but for the most part they are. But yeah, I was a fan of that. I was a fan of those movies. Now, if you haven't seen Narcos, please tell me you guys have seen Narcos. Go watch that out. I'm giving you some incredible suggestions here. Ozark Season 3 is a good 8.5 out of 10. You will be hooked. Certain episodes, like I said, they cry too much in this show. I hate it. The Ben is crying. He's a huge guy. He starts crying. Wendy starts crying. Helen almost cried once, I think. Jason Bateman cries. The kid cries. The little sister cries. Who else? The old man was crying at one time. I think Darlene. Ooh, Darlene's a nutcase. That's another thing. Darlene is a nutcase. We gotta talk about that. That lady's crazy. But I kind of like Darlene now, man. Wyatt and her are... and that's a weird name. Hyatt or Wyatt, whatever his name is. His mistake of his career. His mistake of his career, although his career was doing so many movies with. Do you think so? De Niro and Pesci together is a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. When Joe Pesci and De Niro get in a movie, it's a masterpiece. But can you guys see Joe Pesci acting in something else? Can you see him acting in something else? A love movie? Now, those that don't know Joe Pesci, he was also in Home Alone. But somebody brought to my attention. Like, I don't know, just missed me. Like, I realized, I'm like, geez, Joe Pesci was old in Home Alone. I wonder how old the guy is. How old is Joe Pesci? Let me see. Oh, he's 77. All right, not that old. He's not that old. Those of you that don't know Joe, I love Joe Pesci, man. I mean, you talk acting. That guy can do a mob movie. But now he's old, man. He's old now. Those that don't know who Pesci is, this is Pesci right here. And De Niro. The left is Robert De Niro, which is one of the greatest actors of all time. Some people say no, but the left is De Niro and the right is Joe Pesci. What movie is that? Does anyone know? Name that movie. Shall we? Can someone name that movie? Because I kind of forgot. I don't know which one it is. There's so many movies they're in together, but hard to outshine De Niro in his mob prime. Yeah, but then again, they always put Robert De Niro in the lead role. I think that is Goodfellas. No. Is that Casino? Wait. That kind of looks like. I don't know. It's one of those. It might be Goodfellas, though. Yeah, I think it is Goodfellas. Hard to outshine De Niro. They always put De Niro in the lead. How can you outshine the lead? But Pesci is amazing. I mean, guys, you gotta give Joe Pesci man, that guy can act. I don't know why he never got any awards or anything, but there's a lot of actors that don't get awards. Denzel Washington didn't get his first Oscar until Training Day. Come on, are you kidding me? You know how good Denzel is? But that's the name of the game, man. You know, some people don't get recognized. Some people don't get recognized. But Joe Pesci can act. Now, The Irishman was a horrible movie to me. The story of Jimmy Hoffa, but I didn't like it. It wasn't a fan. Now, Godfather's not another movie that I'm into. I don't know, some people go crazy for that movie. Not a fan of it. Scarface, I love. And not for the shooting. A lot of people only like Scarface because of the killing, you know. Yeah, that's cool, but I like Scarface because of the acting. What's his name in Scarface? What's the guy's name in Scarface? God dang, how did I forget his name? So that's for what is his name? Al Pacino, Scarface. He's a good actor. But Al Pacino did a really good job in Irishman as Jimmy Hoffa. He did a good job. Al Pacino did a good job as Jimmy Hoffa in The Irishman. But like I said, the Oscars that pass, Parasite beat every single movie. Parasite won like 3-4 Oscars. I never seen that movie. Has anyone here seen the Parasite movie that won all the Oscars? I haven't seen it. They say it's incredible. It's the first time in history international film has won that many Oscars and beat, American films. But it's good for a change. It's good for a change, man, for films with subtitles and international films to step up. So, Parasite, I gotta check out. Now, what I also am gonna leave you with that I am gonna check out tonight, because I've been meaning to check this movie out, guys, and I haven't seen it yet. A lot of people have been giving me suggestions, and if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below once I close this out. I want to go watch The Invisible Man. Has anyone seen that? The lady from Get Out, the only I think she's the only character. The only character from Get Out in the movie. Yeah, she's the only character in Get Out. So the lady from Get Out is playing in the movie. Let me pull up her face. It's called The Invisible Man. It's a horror film, I guess, thriller, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna watch that tonight. I want to see how that is. With all this quarantine going on and shutdown, no more films are coming to theaters. So a lot of companies lost a lot of money, guys, because you can't go to the movie theaters anymore. So there is no box office. So most of the films that are coming out are just releasing stuff straight to TV. Straight to, digital platforms. So there's another movie called The Quiet Place 2. Has anyone heard of that? The Quiet Place 2. I'm going to check that out. Invisible Man, I was like literally 2 seconds away from watching it in theaters. I remember I was like contemplating. I was in my house like, I'm about to leave and just go watch this. But something said stay, because I didn't feel like it was going to be good. They kind of did the invisible thing already. Hollow Man. Has anyone ever heard of Hollow Man? Hollow Man, is that the name of it? Hollow Man or something like that? Yeah, it's Hollow Man. They did the invisible thing already. So that's why I wasn't a fan of it. But there is a movie called Hollow Man that they did like in the 90s. This is the lady from Get Out, and now she has a lead role in the new movie, The Invisible Man. And I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it tonight. I don't know how it is. I don't know how it's going to be. We'll see. Now, when you say family night movie, RJ, are you referring to Invisible Man? Quiet Place was good. Quiet Place 1. Has anyone here seen Quiet Place 1? That was a good movie. I'm going to watch part 2, which should be out in, I think, a few weeks. It's not coming to theaters anymore, so everything's coming out here. Family night movie, but kind of yeah. See, that's why I don't want to waste money buying it, because I think you have to pay for it. It's like $5. Quiet Place is amazing. Yeah, see, Quiet Place is amazing. That was smart, guys. It's usually the ideas. Let me explain something to you. Usually the movies that have the most simplistic ideas are the greatest movies of all time. Do you notice that? Except for Matrix, because that's kind of complex. There's no arguing that. The Matrix is a little complex. Take red or blue pill, you end up in a different world, and they plug these things into you, and that was complex, but it was good. Usually movies that are very complex don't do well, with the exception of The Matrix, like I said. But usually the movies that are like very, very simplistic do incredibly well. Ozark, simple. Somebody that's an accountant, a financial planner, gets caught up in a drug cartel with money laundering. They kill the people at his job and say, hey, now you're forced to work with us and you have to launder money with your family. Dude, it's simple. That's a simple idea as a writer, and it's an incredible idea. Let's give another show, Breaking Bad. A chemistry teacher, is dying of cancer, and wait, now I forgot what's the plot of Breaking Bad. Chemistry teacher dying of cancer teams up with his student, but I forgot why he teamed up with his student. That's the question. I gotta go back and check that. But chemistry teacher teams up with his student to sell meth. I just can't remember why Walter did it. How come he never walked away? I don't know. That's a good question. I forgot. But yeah, anyway, there's a reason why he continued to sell meth with his student. But these are simple themes, and they turn out to be the greatest movies. Cancer. Yeah, he died. He was dying of cancer, but there was why didn't he stop? Why did he do it? Why did he sell meth? I don't remember. There has to be a reason. But yeah. I don't know why he would be forced to continue to sell drugs. But incredible theme. So overall, it's usually the movies that are very, very simplistic, that are just incredible. So I'm gonna check out Invisible Man. I'm gonna check out let me say that too. There's another show that I'm probably gonna finish that first, because people just keep talking about that every single day. Something called The Tiger King. It's on Netflix. Everyone's talking about it. I watched, I think, 1 episode or 2 episodes. I don't remember, but it was interesting so far. Then I kind of got bored of the tigers and the animals. That's why I can't watch Discovery Channel for too long. 1 to 2 hours is cool at Discovery Channel, but after a while, it's like, okay, still looking at bugs and flies. I don't want to watch this anymore. But I'm gonna check that out. And I'm a big fan of animals. I love animals. I love Discovery Channel. I mean, you ask anyone. I love that stuff. But the animal thing got a little tired. But I heard this guy let it went a little wacko at the end, so I gotta go watch that. It's called Tiger King. If you haven't watched that, it's on Netflix. And they have a lot of stuff. Guys, you got nothing else to do. So hit the subscribe button. Like I said, if you're new, hit the like button, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Ozark Season 2. RJ Hall. Go follow, check out his new podcast. Yo, RJ, drop the link in here so people could do it. Follow your podcast. And I'm also going to talk about RJ's podcast on my next episode, which is usually where I get my views. This Sunday, 9 p.m. Tune in. I'll be talking about RJ's podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy. Go watch Ozark Season 3 and tell me what you thought. Peace. Like every night we do, we vibe out to the music. Enjoy, guys.